Suhag Jewelers, timeless jewelry for generations.
Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is enjoying their Saturday and start of the weekend. Saturday is always exciting day for me. I welcome you to my show. I am possible with Komal. That's me, Komal Kherde, your host. And I would like to have a very special guest tonight on my show. She is a girl with big dreams, but with the dreams, she's also acting on those dreams and taking big initiatives. So let's take a peek sneak at what she has done so far, her journey.
Okay, the talent round begins now. We are gonna try something different. I'm gonna give you a dance and you have to perform it. Ready? Kata. Not bad. Now show me something different. Show me. Now give me hunger. Okay, here is the final challenge. Show me the typical South style, Dollywood.
Wow, amazing job, Vidushi. You have done it. You have done it. Wonderful job.
Could you tell everyone here present tonight, what is beauty according to you?
Thank you so much for that question. I have grown in a household where I've been told never to worry about looks, but always care about education and what you can do to make other people feel better. So I have learned from my parents, my family, my friends, my teachers, my peers, that beauty is not about appearance. Beauty is about confidence. Beauty is about making other people feel better, and beauty is about taking initiative. From the past pageants I've done, I decided to make my own charity organization called Exposed, where we help human trafficking victims. And that's where I see beauty, being able to help others. Thank you.
And now we actually had Evo.
Welcome, Vidushi Srivastav.
Thank you so much, Komal. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Vidushi, and let me introduce a little bit more about you to my audience and to the viewers tonight. So, Vidushi Srivastav is from Columbus, Ohio. She is Miss Teen South Asia World 2019. So, congratulations, Vidushi.
Thank you so much.
And she is in college right now. She goes to University of Cincinnati. She's working on her fine arts and journalism, and she's a captain of international dance team, which is called UC Dhadak. Interesting. Okay, and this was ranked as number 1 team in the nation last year. That's a big one, Vidushi. Congratulations on that as well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and apart from that, as you all have heard from her, that she started her own organization, non-profit organization, and she's very much active in volunteering and helping out others. So let me pause there and let me give it over to Vidushi to just share your journey, Vidushi, with all of us. This is inspiring to look at you getting crowned at such a young age from Sushmita Sen. That must have been really exciting, right?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, first of all. Thank you greatly for taking the time to do this. You're so inspiring and so well spoken. But yeah, to share a little bit about the pageant journey, I began when I was 17. It was for Miss Bharat, Ohio. And that was my first ever pageant. I had my parents supporting me, my brother with me, and it was a very different experience than something I'd ever done before. And it was a great opportunity. Thank you to Rashmi Auntie and Janak Uncle. They were there the entire time. They were supporting all of the contestants, as you know, they always do at every single pageant. They're always there. And then, I went on to USA and Miss South Asia World, and I had so much support and so many people behind me. And I got to meet Sushmita Sen, which was such a big honor.
Absolutely. I think, Vidushi, it's a dream of every girl, honestly. Since my days when I was your age, I can say, we all have been dreaming about, meeting her or getting, close up with her. So I think you were really lucky, and that's a great opportunity which you went through. And I'm sure you are still kind of, enjoying that experience, right?
Oh, definitely.
So Vidushi, tell me about, how as a kid, how you started getting into this mode of, being creative. And I know every girl has, she goes to school, she has different things, right? So I'm sure you were a busy girl. And how it all worked out, like, dancing and then getting into these volunteering activities. What was, I know you mentioned about your mom and your brother and parents, supporting you, but I'm sure there must be some kind of inner desire which you must have had, and you're still kind of pursuing that. So talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to say, my biggest encourager is definitely my mom. So she has a dance academy and she has created her empire here in Columbus. And she's my greatest inspiration because, she's created something so beautiful. And I've been so glad to be a part of that and have my journey through dance with her. So I think that dance definitely has played such a big role in exploring pageantry and just exploring my creative side because it's a great form of expression.
Right.
And also just being in school, I was very keen and interested with arts, photography, videography. So needless to say, I really like being in front of the camera.
And camera loves you, Vidushi.
How sweet.
Yeah. No, that's really interesting, and I would like to hear, Vidushi, what's the dance academy your mom has? What's the name?
Yeah, absolutely. This is Psy Art Dance Academy. So
Okay.
Psy Art Group, Psy Art International. My mom established here 12 years ago, and it's been a great journey, and she's had such success, and so many great people with her.
That's awesome. That's really fascinating. And as a child, I can imagine being involved with your mother, seeing her up close, as an entrepreneur must have hit you, right? Somewhere when you were a kid. So, Vidushi, tell me, this is all, I'm sure you enjoy this, but I'm sure there must be moments where, as a teenager, you must have felt a little bit of fear, a little bit of, shyness, you know. So, what do you recall of that? How did you overcome all of those kind of emotions?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that just a part of anything like this, there's always going to be nervousness and
Right.
excitedness involved. So I think the biggest part with overcoming any nervousness or any feels of anxiousness, um, I think the biggest part is remembering, why you're here, what you're doing this for. For me, pageantry was a greater platform to spread very important news. For me, I had been working with human trafficking victims and human trafficking prevention. So I knew that pageantry could help get more word out and help get more funds and more help to these people who need it. So I think it's really being authentic and remembering where your core values come from. So when you know what you're doing with that, I think that all the nervousness just turns into automatic excitingness.
Beautiful answer, beautiful explanation, Vidushi. Really appreciate the way you explained it, and that shows your aptitude. So thanks for sharing that. I'm sure a lot of other teenagers and other youth are going to get inspired seeing you talking about how to overcome such emotions in the phase, right?
Thank you.
So great job. Vidushi, I would like to also ask you, like, how you actually got into this human trafficking initiative, how it all sparked, what was the main kind of triggering point, I should say.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very happy to share. So when I was 13, I was in the eighth grade, there was news of a teacher who had been abusing his students, and it was a very big deal in our community, as you can imagine. It's very scary to hear about, especially when you're that young and there are people younger than you who are victims of this. And so I felt helpless, like I'm so young, but what can I do about this? And so I think that to any sort of action being called, there's always the first step is always to learn more about it, do your research. So that's what I started doing in the eighth grade. I read this book. It's called Sold. It's about a human trafficking victim in India, and that was
Okay.
very impactful for me. And so I went on, contacted some organizations, so that was, the start of it all, the start of how I was able to get into this and, know that there are more people that need help.
I see. Yeah, so what I'm hearing from you is, for children out there or for even, adults, being curious, being alert, observing your surroundings, because there are always some problems happening around you, but
Absolutely.
very few of us really take action. And so that's commendable, and that's really great to hear from a teenager. You're still a teen.
Yeah.
So that's really inspiring. So thanks for sharing that, and I'm sure you will do much more, many more activities like these. So keep on doing the good work.
Thank you so much. Speaking of
Yeah.
commendable activities, I would really like to bring to light that you are a healthcare worker, and amidst of, a pandemic, you are still, you're here with your talk show, you're spreading so much positivity. Now that's truly commendable. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you, thank you. That's very kind of you, Vidushi, to share something about me, and I appreciate that. Um, Let me also talk about, I know a very exciting thing about you, and I saw the video. So this is about a music album that you did, right? So can you talk about it, and how you were spotted, and how was the whole experience for you in a nutshell?
Absolutely. So this singer, I had the honor of being in his music video. His name is Praveen Kumar Kopalu. He's a Telugu singer and he is so phenomenal. He was doing a tour around the United States. And then I had somebody, shout out to Visual Ads here, who was able to recruit me because he had contact with this phenomenal singer. And he said, Vidushi, you would be such a great fit for this. And we got in contact. I just sent some photos, like some headshots and that kind of thing. And it was one of my first times doing something like this. And I was extremely grateful. It was a really amazing opportunity.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure it's a lot of effort you must have put in, because making any video and that too with a singer. It's not easy. So I'm sure you must have enjoyed it, but at the same time, it must have been challenging, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. What's the name of the album again?
This song is called Oneli Meghama, and it's on YouTube, so you can find it there.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And Vidushi, I was also reading about you, and um, that you are doing so many different activities even during the quarantine time that we are all in right now. It's a challenging time. It is kind of mundane for some people, but for you it seems you are really active and doing so many great things. So can you share some of that with us?
Absolutely. I think that it's very important at a time like this to remember that, I am in a very fortunate situation and there are so many people that are not. And
Right.
so I was able to come home from college safely and healthy. And like we mentioned earlier, my mom has a dance academy. So we resumed online classes for the safety of ourselves and more importantly for others. And we have been donating all of the revenue to go to India for people in poverty for
Wow.
hot meals and water because, as you know, the heat there is absolutely scorching and so many
Right.
people have to travel so many arduous miles. And we've also been donating to non-essential workers here, people who are struggling financially because of how their businesses may work. And then lastly, there's a homeless shelter here, so I've been helping my friend just make masks, just little things that you can do locally that can make a big impact.
Wow. So you're doing so many things. Now share some tips, share some knowledge on how you multitask and how you are managing your studies and then your creativities, and your volunteerism.
Yeah, of course. I think that honestly, it's very easy when you're at home, to get stuck in this kind of cabin fever, especially in the midst of a time like this.
Right.
But it's just always important to have a routine and keep going. So that's what's helped me a lot. And it's
Yeah.
very nice that I have my whole family at home with me. So it's very enjoyable.
I'm sure I'm also experiencing the same thing, spending more time with my family,
Right.
saving time on commute.
Yeah.
So, sometimes people I've been hearing people saying little negative things, right? We are seeing the numbers and it's of course it's all negative around you right now if you look at it that way. But then we should have gratitude that whatever we have, value that time, make it to the full use, the best use of your time. Write a book, as you are doing, make masks for the needy, just appreciate, send an appreciation note to the frontline workers. You never know who will get some kind of positivity from you, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, interesting. So Vidushi, I am going back to the pageant journey again, a little bit about that, because I'm sure there are a lot of girls out there, a lot of teenagers who would like to, go onto that platform, but then somehow they always have that less confidence, they're lacking that confidence. So, and as well as, some of the teenagers I've heard about self-esteem issues and, some general issues like that. So if you think about that, do you have any advice? Now you have seen it all, right? You have been through some pageants, you have won the pageant, you are Miss Teen. So it's a big responsibility. So I would like to hear some words of wisdom from you on pageant journey.
Absolutely. I think that the number one thing with pageantry or really anything you want to pursue is you can't be afraid, right? You have to be dauntless, even if it makes you nervous, even if it's intimidating. You really have to just charge forward head on. And especially when you're young, I would never say this, but definitely listen to your parents.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a big one, Vidushi. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. You should always listen to your parents, but then you also have your own individuality. So I think you have also made decisions for yourself, and your parents supported that. You know, um, so that's a good combination.
Right.
Okay, and what are your thoughts on some of the issues that teenagers face? Like I spoke about the self-esteem issues, right? So I think your answer to the question I was hearing in the pageant, right, about beauty. I would like to hear it from you again so that it's clear, because I really liked your answer, Vidushi. It's very thoughtful, and I want other teenagers to really understand the point of being beautiful. It's just not external beauty. So why don't you share that answer with all of us today here?
Absolutely.
Just in a nutshell. You don't have to be specifically using the same words.
Right, right. My answer was basically saying that beauty is so much deeper than the surface. It's not about what you look like, but it's about how you make other people feel. So, especially like you were mentioning, when kids are down, you feel low with your self esteem. Just remember that people are not going to remember necessarily how you looked, but rather how you made them feel. And if you are spreading positivity and just kindness, that's always the best way to go about things. And it will always make you feel better as well.
Yeah, that's true. And thanks for sharing that. Sometimes as an adult, we get so much busy with our own lives, with work, with children, with household chores. We just forget some of the key things that we need to explain it to our children, right? So I think hearing it from a teenager, even I am paying more attention to that now. So I have a teenager at home, so that's why I was more interested to hear your thoughts and
Right, right.
elaboration of your answer. So great, awesome. So I think Vidushi, I would like to know a little bit more about you, but I think this is a good time to take a small break. So let's take a small break, and I'll be back with a surprise questionnaire for you.
Sure, I'm ready.
Okay, we'll be back soon.
खाना बनाना भी उतना ही आसान हो जाएगा। 10 ही मिनटों में बनाइए अपने पसंदीदा डिशेस, चाहे वो हो शाही पनीर, दाल मखनी, तंदूरी वेजिटेबल्स या फिर दाल तड़का, या फिर सीधी सादी भिंडी फ्राई। क्वींस करी किचन की तरफ से आपके लिए है 4 मसालों की शानदार रेंज, इजी करी। आज ही लाइए, और जब आपके घर में खुशबुएं उठेंगी तो सब पूछेंगे आखिर ये खाना कौन से रेस्टोरेंट से मंगवाया है। आज ही कॉल कीजिए 5166100203 या फिर हमारी वेबसाइट के थ्रू ऑनलाइन ऑर्डर्स प्लेस कीजिए www.queenscurrykitchen.com। फ्री शिपिंग ऑल ओवर द US।
And we are back. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Komal Kherde, and this is my show, I'm Possible with Komal. And today we have a beautiful guest with me, Vidushi Srivastav. We just went over with her journey, her pageant journey. She is Miss South Asia World Teen. So it was wonderful discussion so far. But now I'm more interested to learn more about this little girl. I'm calling you little girl. You must be like, why she's calling me a little girl? But you are a little girl to me with big dreams, and you are becoming a woman with big vision, I'm sure, right? So Vidushi, I'll ask you some questions. This will be a rapid fire. So it will come at you one after the other. But you do have time. Don't panic. You do have time to think about it. But it will make us understand you more, and we'll have some fun.
Sounds good.
Okay, you ready?
Absolutely. Always ready.
Okay, awesome. Who has been your idol? Who has been your hero in life?
My mom, hands down, 100%.
Yeah. What's her name, Vidushi?
My mom's name is Dr. Disha Shrivastava, very accomplished and very inspiring woman.
Dr. Disha Srivastav. Hello, Mrs. And Dr. Disha Srivastav. You are doing an awesome and excellent job in raising a strong woman. So, hats off to you. So, she's a doctor?
She has a doctorate degree. She used to be a professor.
Okay, okay. So Vidushi, now that leads me to one more question. That's not a rapid fire, but maybe something which you can share with us. What are you aspiring to be in the coming years? What are your plans?
Absolutely. Currently, I'm working hard to try and tap into the media industry. Unfortunately, with COVID-19, I'm unable to travel at this time, but I had an opportunity for a short film in India, so I'm trying hard to tap into acting. But alongside that, I'm very passionate about art and journalism with activism. So I like to write articles, and I hope to be an activist and journalist as well.
Awesome. That's good to know. That's good to know. Thanks for sharing that. And that leads me to another rapid fire question now. Back in the game, right? So, who is your favorite author?
My favorite author is Catherine Stockett. I recently read her book, The Help. It was incredible.
The Help?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Good. What was it about?
The Help is it's about segregation in the early 1900s.
Okay.
So it talks a lot about how women were treated after abolishment and how women were striving to create equality among everyone.
Okay. Interesting. I'll also get that book. Okay. Next question for you. Let me pick something fun. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Honestly, anything that my mom makes. I love homemade food, and it's such a luxury when you go to college and you come home. So anything from mom's hands.
Awesome. Wow, your mom must be flying she must be on the cloud 9 today. She must be so happy. Okay. I think we talked about it a little bit, but let's see. What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is most likely oblivion. I'm afraid to live a life where I'm not doing well to help others. So that is my biggest fear.
Oh, wow. Fascinating. What is your favorite family vacation?
My favorite family vacation is Key West in Florida. We went down there a few years ago. We went snorkeling. So that is one of my favorite activities.
Wow. I enjoy snorkeling as well. It's just whole another world out there, right? When you get in the sea. Yeah, I'm sure you must have had fun. What is your it's kind of, what is your favorite thing about your career so far?
My favorite thing has got to be the people. I have met so many amazing people. I got to meet you. I got to meet Rashmi Auntie, Janak Uncle, and I made so many great pageant sisters. So that's the people. Love the people.
Love the people. You are a people person. I can see that totally. What makes you laugh the most?
What makes me laugh the most? I think any joke that my brother says. He's a very funny guy, and family always has a special way to make you laugh.
Okay, that's cute. If you could choose to do anything for a day, what would that be?
If I could do anything for a day, I think I would just eat the entire day.
That it doesn't look like, looking at you, that you like to eat so much, but good to know. Okay, let me see. What is your favorite game or sport to watch or play?
Okay, definitely dance. I love dancing. Dancing is a sport, of course, and dancing or gymnastics, I think, is very fascinating to watch.
Okay. And what kind of dance you like to do? I mean, I think you are a versatile dancer based on what I saw in the video. But what is your preference in dancing?
I think currently it's Bhangra.
Vidushi? Yeah.
Can you
Bhangra?
hear me okay? Yeah, Bhangra.
Bhangra. Oh, okay. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, now this is an interesting one, and I like this question because it just is different. So, which work would you rather do? Wash dishes, mow the lawn, clean the bathroom, or vacuum the house?
Oh my, honestly, if I had an option, I would do none of them.
Okay, I wish that would come true for you, that you don't have to
Right?
do anything.
But other than that, I like cooking a lot. Cooking healthy, cooking
Oh, you
clean.
like cooking.
Yes.
Okay. What you like to cook? Like what kind of dishes you like to cook?
Yeah, being home with my mom, it's given me a lot of time to explore a lot of versatile recipes. But recently we made our homemade bibimbap, so we did different bowls with like spinach, cucumbers, corn, beans, quinoa, and then we made a homemade avocado sauce. So definitely that, and then we also made a malai kofta. So those have
Oh,
been my
malai
favorites so
kofta.
far. Yeah,
Wow.
homemade is awesome.
That's nice. So with Malai Kofta now, it reminds me of India, and we were talking about India and you going to India. So, have you been to India?
Absolutely. I was born there. So I was born there and I've done my education here my entire life, but I visited like every other summer, but recently I haven't visited in a couple of years. So when it's safe, I will be going back there first chance I get.
Okay, great, great. Yeah, we all are waiting. Even I want to visit my parents who are in India, so I'm also
Right.
waiting for the COVID situation to get better. Let me see if I can pick another question for you, which would kind of um, make it more fun for you. Okay, maybe this one. So what is your favorite book? I think you mentioned one of the books you just read, but is there any favorites that you want to mention here?
Yeah. A book I'm at the end of right now, it is Becoming by Michelle Obama, her
Mhm.
autobiography. I highly recommend that one. That's currently my favorite.
Okay, now let me ask you, who is your favorite Bollywood or Hollywood actor, whoever, actor or actress?
Okay, I am a little biased with this one, but of course I have to say Sushmita Sen.
Okay, Sushmita Sen. Yeah, that I can connect the dots.
Right?
Okay, awesome. And so you mentioned about. I think we are done with the rapid fire, and you did awesome. You are fantastic. In your responses, very well thought, and it gave us a little sneak peek into your personality. So thanks for being such a sport.
Thanks. Thank you for the question.
So I'm going back to your vision or your plans or upcoming goals. So what are your next short term goals? Like I know you want to get into the media industry and acting. So are you planning to do some acting classes, or how you are kind of preparing yourself for that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that there are just so many good resources right now online. So I have been taking advantage of, they have webinars and they have Zoom meetings sometimes. So um, I've been doing that lately with any opportunity that opens up for people who are giving online classes, for people who are giving just advice with this industry because it's a very competitive industry. So just
It
doing my
is.
best to take advantage.
And how are you promoting yourself? Like, is there a page or anything that people can follow you and reach out to you, which you can share with us?
Yes, absolutely. I have my website and it's all linked with my social media. So I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So you can find me there. You can find my resources there.
Uh-huh. What's the name of the website?
My website it's a Wix site. So it'll be wixsite.com/Vidushi Shrivastava. My first name and last name.
Your first name and last name. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So, Vidushi, it's been a wonderful time with you. We love to learn like what exactly you like and your journey so far. I think you are going to become much more inspiring as you grow older, as you are defining your career. It's a wonderful journey that you have been through, and I wish you very good luck with the upcoming endeavors. I hope this COVID situation settles down, which will help, all of us here. But especially in your case, I wish you good luck for the, journey in the media industry, and take care of yourself. Be happy.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Keep
so much.
smiling. You have such a wonderful smile.
That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much to you for hosting. Thank you so much for Mydream Entertainment for giving us all this platform. You've been
Yeah.
so kind, and stay safe. I hope your family stays safe as well.
Sure, sure. Thank you. It was wonderful being here, viewers. Again, I enjoyed this show. It's so inspiring to see even the young women coming up on such platforms. So thanks, Rashmi Bedi and Janak Bedi, for giving this opportunity to so many women, to so many girls out there. This is Komal Kherde from My Dream TV Entertainment. I am possible with Komal. Have a nice weekend, everyone. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.